Greetings, greetings, greetings. Greetings to all. Greetings to all. Strawberry, raspberry, blackberry, blueberry, lemons, limes, honey, coconut, potato, broccoli, cauliflower. You also have things like sweet potato, the red one, of course. Many different things. You have to be creative. Now, why did I name those things from nature? I've been hearing about this little thing about there's a baby formula shortage? What? Okay, I'm not judging nobody, but this is the reason why it's so important to breastfeed, first of all. And this is the reason why it's a good idea to use Moringa when you're breastfeeding. Now, some people consider Moringa an herb. I consider it a food. So, why Moringa? First of all, Moringa helps the female when she's breastfeeding to produce more milk, produce more nutrition, produce more immune strength or immune boosting activity in that child, and protect that child from getting sick so that child can get healthier. So that's the Moringa. So, since I raised my son for 2.5 years, his mom had to go to work after her period of leave. So I was left to come up with creative ideas. So one of the things that I used to do, one of the first things that I did is, I made porridge. For those that don't know what porridge is, it's easy to make. The porridge I used to make is either banana or plantain, green, with coconut, the fiber and everything, not just the milk, but the fiber and everything. Of course, I'm going to put some Moringa in there for that child. Like I said, to boost his immune system, to make him feel physically stronger, to have him immune from sicknesses, and so on. I used to use condensed milk. I used to use purified water, not that baby water. That baby water that have fluoride in it, you people need to be very, very careful what you're doing without research. Fluoride was used in the Nazi concentration camps and in the Russian gulags to keep people docile, to keep people calm, to have their way of thinking limited. And now you're giving that to your child. Fluoride, by the way, leaches minerals from your bones and from your whole entire system, and it causes cancer. Look it up for yourself. So what did the herbalist do? He made porridge. You can either use condensed milk with that. So what you do is, without the condensed milk, you take everything and you blend it up in the blender. No cow's milk. Coconut milk, for a reason. Cow milk makes your system acidic. It builds up phlegm and mucus in your system. No yogurt is still made from cow's milk. No, I'm talking about making it your own self. So get you a green banana or a green plantain. Get you some coconut. Get you some Moringa. Get you some nutmeg or some cinnamon. Get you some vanilla flavoring. Blend all that up in the blender. Then put it in a pot on medium low for about 20 minutes. Just keep stirring it. You don't have to stand there and stir it. You can come back every 5 minutes and stir it to make sure it's good. After it starts bubbling up, you know that it's cooked. You can either use honey or you can use something like condensed milk to sweeten it. You can use agave to sweeten it also. What will that do? Well, I notice that when my child's mother was producing a lot of milk because she was using Moringa, she was able to produce more milk so she could pump the milk and then leave it while she goes to work. But I realized that even that, with something like that, my child would be hungry every couple of hours. With the porridge now, on the other hand, it would be a longer period of time, like 4 to 5 hours that I would have to feed that child, because now the coconut, by the coconut having fiber in it, and because of the fiber in the moringa, because of the fiber in the banana or the plantain, it holds that child for longer. It keeps them full for longer. So that's one thing that I noticed. So I didn't have to keep feeding my child every 2 hours. No. I gave him a big bottle of that porridge, and that would be about 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. He wouldn't need to eat until about 12 o'clock again. Like, for real. And that's not because I'm trying to starve my child. I would try to give him something before that. And he's like, So when he did accept it was around that time, which makes sense. So that's one way of creating all natural baby food that you can feed your baby on a low budget, and you don't have to wait till they have the formula. You can make your own stuff. So that's porridge. All right, another thing that you could use and make, say for instance, a shake. Coconut. Now, why am I using coconut as my base? Coconut just happens to have the same thing as mother's breast milk, uric acid, which boosts their immune system and keeps them protected. So you can use coconut with the fiber, make a coconut milk from that, put a couple of ripe bananas in there. If you don't want to use a sweetener, you can just make the banana a sweetener. If you want the sweetener, you can use agave, you can use the honey, and so on. Put some cinnamon or some nutmeg. Put some vanilla up in there. Put some moringa. Put some maca root, and so on. Now, you just made a shake for your baby. So you could either give them a shake in the morning or you can give them porridge. You could either give them in the 12 o'clock noontime period. And what I used to do is I used to make a decent sized batch so it could last for a couple of days. Because if you make it fresh and you keep it in the fridge and you turn the fridge up a little bit, it will store itself. So you will have a couple of days of baby food that you made just one batch, but it will last for a couple of days. So I used to make shakes like that. By me being down here in Florida, of course, I'm going to use what Florida have. And what I mean, I want to get this clear. Most of the things that I was using was not store-bought. It was things from the land. I get a coconut directly from the land. If I'm giving my child an avocado, I got it directly from the tree. If I give my child a mango, I got it directly from the tree. If I give my child a star fruit, I got it directly from the tree. So that's what I was doing here in Florida. So Let's talk about the avocado. I used to feed my baby avocado. At the time, he didn't have too much teeth. So you want to give them food that is soft enough, even if they don't have no teeth, to be broken up by them and to go in their system. And since it's already natural, it's already naturally breaking down and degrading, so that's easy on their system. So yes, you can feed your baby avocados. Yes, you can feed them mangoes. Yes, you can give them a banana for lunch or a banana for breakfast. Whether you have to crush it up, whether you have to put it in the blender and make a juice from it, you can. That is technically a baby food. Apple. Now, when I say apple, I'm not talking about you go to the store and you buy your applesauce. No. What I'm talking about is you get your own apples, you put a little bit of water in there, and you blend that bad boy up, and you make your own applesauce. All natural. And the thing about it is, you just need the apple, not the applesauce. Because once you have the apple, now you can make more, or you can make a better batch. You have things like strawberry, raspberry, blueberries. Why can't you take that and make a juice with it? Add some lemon juice for the tangy. Probably put a star fruit in there for the fiber. And if you hear what I'm saying, I'm not mixing vegetables and fruits. I'm just doing fruits and fruits, and I will go to the vegetables later on. So you take all of those berries, you put them in your blender with some lemon juice or some lime juice. You put a star fruit in there, or you put an apple in there. You put a pear in there, or you put a peach in there, or you put a nectarine in there. And you make a juice. Use the strainer to strain off the seeds or the fiber that's left behind, the bad fiber, the one that don't break down in your system. Use agave or honey. Now you got a juice, an all natural juice. Yeah, you might have spent $12 for all these ingredients, but guess what? Now you get to make a week's worth of juice. So if you were going to the store and buying a week's worth of juice, it might be cheaper, yes, but is it healthier for your child? No. So now, and if you can get moringa, put moringa in there, which will help to boost the child and protect the child. That's a juice idea. Or we could keep it simple. Get some lemons, make some lemonade, mix it with some honey, and give it to your child as a natural juice. So when they're saying that baby food is scarce, I'm like, what baby food? What are they talking about? I'm like, don't they have mangoes? Don't they have oranges? Don't they have avocado? Okay. I'm just giving ideas. Okay, let's go to the veggies. Let's say we have broccoli and starfruit and cauliflower. I'll start off like that first. Let's say we steam the broccoli and the cauliflower. Let's say now we are cooking our regular meal and we have gravy. First of all, crush it up. Use a fork and crush it up. Take some of the gravy, put it on there. Mix it up. If you don't have no gravy, now you can use salad dressing, all natural of course, or you can use things like ranch or something like that. Or you can make your own salad dressing. And that's easy, by the way. Balsamic vinegar or Bragg's apple cider vinegar, coconut oil, some spices, like, thyme. You have the, what's it called? Clove, the allspice, put some parsley in it, put some rosemary, whatever. Put your ingredients. Now you have your own salad dressing. You could put that on the crushed up vegetable. And now you're feeding your child that. You could also do the very same thing with white potato, the Idaho potato, or the red potato, the Caribbean one, the bonita. Cook it till it's soft, crush it up with a fork, put something in it to give it some flavor, like some gravy or some salad dressing, or make your own. And now you're feeding your child. Crushed up. Which is going to be easier for their system to digest if you crush it up. Because now, if they don't have any teeth, you need to make sure that it's soft enough to go in their system. Okay, I got another idea with the potato. Have you ever heard of potato juice? No? Okay, well, I have. And since I'm a herbalist, I do this. So I'm going to give you an idea. The same potatoes. Boil them till they're soft. Right? If you didn't skin them, take the skin off. Put them in a blender. A blender? The hell is he talking about? Put them in a blender. Put some coconut milk in there. Coconut milk? Put the boiled potato in the blender with some coconut milk, with some nutmeg or some cinnamon, a pinch of salt. Guess what? Now you have potato juice or a potato shake. Now you can give your baby that because you just blend it up. You can use honey if you want. You don't have to. You can use condensed milk if you want, or an acceptable sweetener. But you can actually take potato and make a juice from it. Believe it or not. Now, I don't believe in these green smoothies. Not in this country. Why? The number one reason why is when you think you're eating vegetables, you're eating vegetables and. Now, you might know about the vegetables, but you might not know what the and is. So the and is those pesticides, those herbicides, those insecticides, and so on, that's actually in the food. And when you think you're eating broccoli, not broccoli, when you think you're eating kale, collard green, and it's been sprayed with all that stuff, it's actually in the food. So you're eating that also. So I don't recommend that. So what I'm gonna say now is this. No scam likely, no, we don't want no scam likely. So what I'm gonna say now is this. It's easy to come up with creative ways for you to make your own baby food. Like I said, I used to feed my child avocado. You could take the mango and add it with the berries and make a juice that way. You could just use the mango and make a mango juice by itself. Peel the mango, cut off the meat, clean it up, leave the seed, put that in the blender, a little bit of lemon juice, probably put some pineapple in there. Of course you would get the pineapple. Put some pineapple in there. Put a couple of other fruits up in there. Probably some grapes or something. Probably some watermelon. Now you got your own juice. And all of that is broken down already by the blender, so now that's easy on your child's system. So I am just doing this to give a guide. I am not necessarily telling anybody what to do. I am giving a guide on ideas and things that you can do to make your own natural baby food, and it's easier. It's much better than that right there that you get in the store, and because you don't know the chemicals and all that other nonsense that they putting in it, once you start doing it your own self, at least you know what you put in it. By the way, one of the main reasons why I put moringa, noni in the mix, to say if you have noni, you could use it and make those juices, because noni is a natural preservative. So if you take it with the raspberry, the strawberry, the blackberry, the blueberry, the apple, or the pineapple, or the mango, and you make a juice with it, and you put the moringa in there, the moringa will actually act like a natural preservative to keep the juice fresher longer while it's in the fridge, so when you're feeding your child that juice, it don't go bad. And plus they're getting their nutritional content and their immune boost or protection. So these are ideas for you to make juices, make breakfast, make dinner. It's easy. There are things out there that you can give to a young child that is very easy on their system, but most people don't do it. Have you ever tried making a salad, like a fruit salad, with some strawberries, some watermelon, some grapes, some mangoes, some star fruit? You can put many things in a fruit salad and give it to them. That's baby food. I wouldn't necessarily say that it would be a good idea to use seedless watermelon or seedless grape, which means you're gonna have to take a little bit of time to now go ahead and take the seeds out before. Now, if you're from the Caribbean, like me, these are Caribbean meals that you can do. But if you're not from the Caribbean and you're open-minded, these are ideas also. So soursop. If you can get a fresh soursop, feed the baby the soursop ripe. Or if you want to take out the seeds, put it in the blender and make a juice with it. You put it in the blender. Some people like to put it in the blender, blend it up with some lemon juice or some lime juice, mix it with some honey, bam! Now they have a juice. Coconuts. I used to take coconut, blend it up in the blender with the fiber and everything, just the coconut. I would put some moringa in there, some cheney root. I'm telling you what I did for my child. Mix it with some honey. Now you have some coconut milk, but it acts like a coconut shake. That is very simple to make, that you can feed to your child. All natural. They don't have to have any teeth, and it's very easy and good for their digestive system. So these are all ideas. So whatever food you're eating, think about the fiber content, like coconut. You know that coconut have a whole bunch of fiber in it. Sometimes it gets stuck in your teeth and you have to pull it out. You know that already. And you know if the child don't have any teeth, why would you give the child coconut? All he's gonna do is suck on it. That's why I tell you to use the blender to break it up. So now you don't have to worry about no chewing up nothing. No, all we're doing is just drinking. And as a matter of fact, it's actually better to have something that is liquefied than solid. Why? When the body gets something solid, it have to break it down to a liquid anyways. But when you have something that's liquid, it bypasses the digestive system and go directly to absorbing it, which acts faster and better. And to me, is way more efficient for you to get your nourishment. So go back on my channel, see some of these berries, these fruits and stuff that you see me present in my videos, and yes, those are baby safe. How do I know? I use them on my child. Nothing never happened to him. And thing that happened to my child was when he was away from me. Whether it's a diaper rash, whether it's a cold, whether it's a stomach virus, it doesn't matter what it is. As soon as he came around me, anywhere from 12 to 24 hours, my child good. Because all I'm going to do is make a shake with Moringa. All I'm going to do is make some juices with noni and 2 2s. My child good. I don't have to worry about that. And no, I'm not giving him no medicine. I'm giving him natural things to boost his immune system and to fight off independently. So pretty much what I am making my best effort to do is to give some ideas of things you can do with natural food to make baby food. When I gave my child the avocado, for instance, even though he didn't have any teeth, the avocado was soft enough. But if you're not confident in it being soft enough, crush it up with a fork. Feed it to him with a spoon. They love stuff like that. And let me just tell you this. For people out there talking about, oh, he don't like that. No, you don't like that. A baby don't know no difference. They take the stuff that they get and they either like it because it's either dressed up or it's good, or they don't like it because you didn't dress it up. What do I mean by dress it up? I think it's fair enough to say that if you give a child some broccoli or some cauliflower, they might spit it out. But it ain't gonna be the same if you put some gravy or some salad dressing on there. They will tear that bad boy up. Take it as I tell you. And want more. And that's a whole natural way where you don't have to go out and spend extra money. All you're doing is just using the stuff that you're using in your budget. No, you don't have to have your budget and then a baby budget. No. The baby budget can be your budget. So now, that extra money that you would have spent on baby food, why not just get a little extra more of these things that I normally would get anyways and start making my own stuff? Just make the little effort. I cook anyways, and please, people, please, please, please. 2 things I'm requesting. 2 things. Please, no cow milk. Please, no cow milk. Why? Why, herbalist? Why are you going to tell us no cow milk? Well, first of all, they have the bovine growth hormones. They have the antibiotics. They have the other quote-unquote medicine that they have in those animals. So guess what that means? When you eat that animal, that growth hormone comes to you. And if you're a little girl, now you start getting breasts at 8 years old instead of 12, 13, like it normally is supposed to be. If that thing have antibiotics in it and you eat that, guess what? Now it's going to go inside of you and kill off your good bacteria, your good flora, your good biotics. Literally, you are what you eat. So consider that. That's the whole point of me telling you that if you're eating food with pesticides on it, it's in it. If you're eating food with preservative, it's in it. If you're eating food with chemicals, it's in it. It's a part of the ingredients. So when you eat that food, it becomes a part of you. Consider that. Now, everybody is not fortunate enough to have a mango tree in their backyard, or to have an avocado tree, and another avocado tree, and another one, and a coconut tree, and sugar cane, and yucca, potatoes, spearmint, all of these things. Some people are not fortunate enough to do that. some people are up north. I am from up north, New Jersey, being specific. Nothing grows in New Jersey for about 6 months. When I say grow, I mean like food. They do grow things in the springtime and the summertime to beat the winter. But after the winter comes, nothing grows. So that means when it's mango season here, I will have mango all year round. Well, how's that possible? Easy. Wait till the mangoes are ripe, peel them, cut them up, put them in a Ziploc bag, put them in the freezer. Now you can make your mango juice anytime you want. You don't have to wait till mango is in season. You don't have to wait to go to the store. No, just get a whole bunch of that stuff and just work at it. It's the same thing with star fruit. Get a whole bunch of star fruit, cut them up, wash them, clean them, cut them up, put them in a Ziploc bag, freeze them. So when star fruit is out of season, now you have star fruit to make juices all year round. What do you think I do? Even when star fruit is not around, I have star fruit. Even when cocoa plum is not around, I have cocoa plum. Even when Moringa grows year round, Noni grows year round. So you can find that pretty much anywhere. Whether it's online or whether you're down here in the tropical area, you can find that all over the place. Things like those grapes. Take out the seeds. If you're gonna blend it, you don't need to take out the seeds. All you need is a blender. It is a strainer, and you can strain out the seeds. So it's very easy to make these things. For your time being, it's your modern day herbalist, giving you some ideas